we got a chance to see my man come back. What was it? I think what was it, 7 years or 9 years? That he was. It was 9 years.
He was out 9 years. He was out 9 years.
He was out 9 years. What we thought would be a career-threatening injury, came back.
Yeah.
At the Royal Rumble, had I would never forget that. What is it? The world's greatest match or the greatest match ever against Randy Orton.
Oh my God. The world's greatest wrestling match.
Yeah, he had that.
Or the greatest wrestling match ever. Some shit like that.
Some crazy shit. And I think that was like during pandemic time. And then you also had, you and I, we said this before the show. He started the Judgment Day, got kicked out a week later. Then we see what that became. And then, now him and Sheamus, again, something that you said many a time, you've been a fan of Sheamus. I've recently come around to Sheamus. I've always respected his work, but Sheamus was never just a guy. I was like, man, you know what? Like, that's my guy. But then seeing the bangers he had with Big E, a few years back, and then just his work as of late with the Brawling Brutes, and with him, and we call him P Dunn, but with Butch and Ridge Holland, just to kind of see what he's done as that veteran presence, bro. I want to talk to you, man, because again, Edge is a guy who I've had the pleasure of seeing the majority of his career. You've seen all of his career. Yeah. What did this match mean to you? Because Edge and Sheamus kind of generations of wrestling. I've seen Sheamus's entire career, but what did this mean for you to see a current Hall of Famer and the future Hall of Famer going out there having such a great match, man?
I'm not gonna lie, there is a bit of nostalgia when I see Edge and Rey Mysterio, because I saw when those guys came in.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. So it's like, yo, I like this little guy, man. He's out here. He's bouncing all over the place, man. He's doing everything, but he's hanging. He's holding his own against bigger guys because everybody's bigger than him.
Right.
Edge took a minute because the Brood thing took a minute. It once they started attacking people more, they kind of and they and then they started talking a little bit more. It kind of picked up for them. And then once they left the Brood and they started becoming Edge and Christian, and they were totally awesome and all that other stuff like that, the 5-second pose, the 5-second pose was infamous. Yeah. Like people wanted their 5-second pose. When Edge and Christian showed up, they wanted a 5-second pose, and they always got it, and they always delivered, and they were great. But to see those two guys' careers come up has been something. Now, just to speak on Edge, to see Edge leave Christian as a tag team partner, and then to go on his run as an Intercontinental champion, then a United States champion. When it was WCW United States Championship, when the invasion was happening, Edge walked out unified champion. He's got a little bit of history on his side, and then he had his injuries, which was sad to see, because we weren't sure, how severe some they were sometimes, but he would come back and he would be a part of a moment, him and Rey Mysterio or him and Hulk Hogan winning the tag team titles. And it's just like, there's just so many little moments. Or when he changed Kurt Angle's cards and had the pictures of "You Suck" and all this other stuff that he had in it. Lee says, Lee, oh my God, Lee, dude, you starting off already, man. Lee started off already. But Edge, overall, man, he's always been a character. He's always been somebody exciting in the ring. Once you got to see him transition from a tag team to the singles, and once he became the rated R superstar, it just skyrocketed for him, dude. Like, would I call Edge a great technical wrestler? No, not really. To me, Edge was a good worker. He knew how to work the ring, but he knew how to wrestle. Like, he had some wrestling. Not that he couldn't do nothing, but Edge knew how to fight. Edge knew how to handle himself in the ring. And through all the battles, the TLCs, everything that we've seen, man, it's like Edge is a part of history in WWE as far as some of the biggest matches. Not only just TLC, but Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber, when he beat up Kofi Kingston. After he lost the WWE Championship, he beat Kofi Kingston up, and then he went and took his spot and then stole the world heavyweight champ. The man walked in one champion and walked out a whole nother champion. Like, man, like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, that's the ultimate opportunist. Like, he used that to his advantage. The WrestleMania match he had with Undertaker. Like, this dude
WrestleMania match he had with Foley.
Right, like, oh my God, the spirit through the table, through the table of fire, the table of hell. Like, bro, like, there's been so many moments in WWE, and Edge has been a part of a lot of them over the past 20, 30, 25 years. Shit, I'm sorry, 25 years. Like, so that's it, regardless of how high you rank them or whatnot, you can't disregard. You can't disregard unless you just want to be an, you know, unless you want to be an ass like Lee. You just want to shit on everybody. But Edge has more than proven himself, man, that his entrance music, his charisma, his in-ring, like, dude, he's a Hall of Famer. Like, he's a true Hall of Famer, man. You can't say he ain't never go through the battles. Like, Edge went through the battles. Him and John Cena in the first singles TLC match, my man got FU through 2 tables. When he fought the Undertaker, he got chokeslammed through hell through 2 tables. Hell in the Cell. Like, bro, like, this dude has gone. This dude, William too. Jesus, man. William and Lee, man. Y'all too. First, y'all was enemies. Now y'all showing up being friends. Goddamn. Man, it's you can feel how you want to feel about him, though, but you can't disregard the history in those 25 years, the moments that he has been a part of, man. Regardless if he's won or lost, man, he's done the damn thing, man. You salute to Edge, man.